guys, and welcome to Till Vacuum Do Us Part, and welcome to today's home tour. It's kind of a 2-for-1 because I've made a lot of changes in my house, so if you're not caught up on videos, you'll kind of see all the new furniture pieces that we've bought for the new house, but I'm currently putting them in this house. But I'm gonna be diving deep into our organization. So I'm gonna be opening up like drawers and cabinets and all of that so you can see inside how I organize what I'm using. I always enjoy seeing videos like this so I can work on my own spaces, so hopefully this will help you out. But if you're new here, go ahead and click the subscribe button down below, and let's jump straight into today's video. The first place we're gonna start off in my bedroom, which typically during home tours we start off like on the other side of the house. But since we're talking more organization, I thought it would be fun to start on this side. So here's a look of our bedroom, just in case you're new here. I am gonna try to show the house, but I'm also trying to just go in deeper and show you more what's inside the drawers and stuff. So let me take you inside our dresser first. So on this side, these are my drawers, so I'll take you into them. This one isn't really a fun one. It's just kind of like keepsake shirts and just graphic tees. I do like to keep bins. You're gonna see that in a lot of my spaces. I feel like it just keeps things together and looking nicer. This one right here is my pajama drawer. As you can see, I love color. It's a lot of black and gray. But these are all the t-shirts. These are all my sweatpants, shorts, and then these back here are like sets. So if I'm going on a vacation or people are coming over and I don't want to be in this, I have like my nicer sets right there. But I love having bins to stay organized. So I'm going to link all of these down below in my description box. You can get them all from Amazon, but they are just so helpful in keeping things sorted. So you can see, like I said, all sweatpants, t-shirts, shorts. Like I know exactly where to go to get something, and I know right where to put it away. Now this next one is basically my swimsuits. And you're gonna see it's those bins again. So I have it broken into 3 different sections. If this was all just in the drawer, I feel like it would just all be scattered. Every time I opened and closed it, it would get moved around. So I like to just roll my things, put it in bins, and I feel like it just looks a lot neater. And then if we're moving or doing something, like it's so easy, or if I bought a new dresser, I can just take it out, slide it into the next space, put it into a box. But that's how I do my dresser drawers. Now we're gonna move along to this side, which is my nightstand. If you're caught up on my videos, you may have seen like into these spaces because I show organizing them. But once again, I have bins everywhere. I got these from Walmart. I'll link them if they're back in stock, but love those things. They even come with lids. You can see here I have the lid. I like to keep socks next to my bed because I get cold at night, so I'll just slip them on so I don't have to get up. And then my bottom drawer is always slippers. Now we're gonna head into like my bathroom and then my closet. I love that it's connected, but we'll start right here in the bathroom. So once again, I organized these cabinets on camera. So if you wanna see how I did it and the process, love, love, love this like little shelf thing that goes around like your plumbing. Chase has one on his side. And then I have the same setup, but like all the cleaners are underneath mine. Isn't that just so pretty? Trash can, cleaners. I love keeping cleaners in every space that there's a sink because you're more likely to clean it if you just have to open the cabinet and spray it. If I have to go into the kitchen, I can get distracted, I'll forget, something else comes up, and then I forget to clean. So just keep it in the area. And then I'll open up these drawers. So this is like our toothpaste drawer. I will say I found these on Amazon for our electric toothbrushes. Game changer. I'm gonna link them for you. I don't know if they make them in any other brand. I'll link them if they do, but it gets your cords and toothbrush off the counter. And then if I need to just put it away or use it, you just take it off. But that is so nice. And it is charging while it's there. Chase has his over there. This is my makeup drawer, so it's really hard to keep clean because it's makeup, but for the most part, it works really well. I have all my bins. This is all like all liners. This is all my powders, lipsticks, bases, all my brushes, eyelash stuff. I really, really like this setup. Like I said, it's not always perfect because like hair and makeup and all that get in there, but it functions really well. And then this bottom drawer is like my hair products. So everything I need down there, rubber bands, bobby pins, tons of clips. I probably have too many, but Sometimes this is full, sometimes it's empty. I feel like they get lost with kids around. And then all of my hot tools. This is another cabinet I have in my bathroom, and I love this basket because you can't see inside of it. So these are just like travel bags, so I don't need to see it every day. I don't need to know what's in there, so it kind of like camouflages it. But all my other stuff is in clear containers, so I can clearly see what it is. And then I love that I can just come in here and be like, okay, I need my hairspray, or oh, I need my dry shampoo, or whatever it is. So this is all my hair products. This is more like beauty products. And then down here, I haven't opened this lately. Hopefully, yes, it's nice and organized. So when you have systems, it like works. So Savannah will come in here and use stuff, but since it's all in a system, she knows where to put it back. She knows where to find things. So I'm just a firm believer in organizers. I feel like they help so much. Closet storage is what we're gonna be talking about next. And I feel like this can be so helpful because the closets can get very overwhelming. I will say I get asked about our closet system all the time. It's custom, like when our builder built the house, they do this here, like they put all of this in. So it is staying here and I can't link it, but that's what it came with. I do like having a dresser in our closet if it's attached to the bathroom. I love getting out and anything I need to get ready is in here. So obviously my pajamas are in the other space. I even think at the next house, I'll even keep those in the closet. Like I'll get a bigger dresser, but just having like everything I need to get ready. Like I walk out of the shower, come into here, and everything I need is right here to get dressed, and I love that. I also grabbed these shower hooks to hang my necklaces because when they're in organizers, they'll get like tangled and stuck together. So just picking up any color shower rod things, then you can hang all your necklaces. You can see what you have. They don't get tangled. I also love to have like clear organizers so I can see all my bracelets, my earrings, all the jewelry, so I don't forget what I have. If this was like wood or black, I would forget what's in there. It's just so nice to like see it and think, oh, I haven't wore those earrings in a while and I know they're in there. And like I said, I like to keep my perfume, lotion, deodorant, all of that right here. So when I'm getting ready, all of my clothes. These shoe organizers I talked about recently, I didn't think I was actually gonna like love them, and I do. I did notice I think they make them in black. I would love them in clear, but I can't find them anywhere. But it really does maximize your space. So if you don't have a ton of shoe storage, look into getting these because you can fit so many more on the shelf, and I feel like it's displayed. I feel like it looks like it's at a store, so when I'm getting ready, it's like an experience. It's not like, where are those shoes? I can't find them anywhere. I'm running late. I just like come here and pick out what shoe I want to wear. And then I've also loved having this like bookshelf in here so I can display items that I don't wear often, but then I don't forget about them. So if you have room for that, that was just something else neat to do. Now on this side is Chase's side, so we use those same cabinets for shoes. So I've used those in my last two homes. You can even stack them on top of each other. They're from Walmart. They work really well as shoe shelves. But over here on his side, I love these pant organizers. I feel like they look so much nicer. I actually need to grab them for my side too. But what's nice is if you're like low on on storage for your pants, you can just release this and then they take up less space. So technically, if he didn't have the space, look how much room that frees up, or how many more of these he could have right there. But since it fits, we leave it up and you just slide your pants on and off. So easy to do, from Amazon. And then, like I said, I just think it looks so much neater. Now his hat storage. I feel like we've sold so many of these. It's so helpful. There's different ways you can hang the hats. This is how he chose to do it. But you buy these and you just slide them onto whatever hanger you want to, so it can like match the rest of your hangers that you have in your closet. And then the guys can actually see what hats they have. But when they stack them, I feel like they forget. They're like on a top shelf, they're behind clothes. I feel like this is just a much easier, more convenient way to use them. And then he also has this belt organizer just so he can see, again, what he has. So when he's getting ready, it's all in front of him. He doesn't forget about it. He can just come in here, have an experience, pick out his outfit, and then be done. Another tip to keep in mind is like multi-functional pieces. So if you're low on storage, I love having this ottoman in here because we can sit down and get ready and put our shoes on, but I can also throw stuff in it. So I don't have a linen closet, so most of our like extra sheets and bedding I can just put in there and then you never have to see it. It could be kids' toys, it could be extra towels. We hide gifts in here. There's so many different things you could throw in there, but just remember, if you don't have much storage, just buy pieces that you can like put things in. When I was in our bathroom, I forgot to mention these shelves in here. So like our bathroom came with these shelves, but it doesn't hold a ton. Sorry if I'm echoing, I can hear myself. These stick on and they do not fall down. Like I have super heavy bottles in here and they've never budged. My daughter has them and she will have them full and they do not move. So make sure you're putting them where you want them, but they're definitely gonna hold up. I know my mom even grabbed them, my sister has them, and then you can have extra storage. You can put them anywhere you need to. They have different colors. If you wanna do like a ton of them, you can. I love that we can do our loofahs. And then also these razor hooks, I feel like are perfect. So they're not just like sitting out on shelves. It's just nice to like hang them and display them. So I can link those for you as well. We're gonna move on to my laundry room, and I will say there's not a ton of like things to get organized in here. What I do like are bins. Any place you can put a bin, even if it's behind a cabinet. I love having them like for first aid, for medicine. We have like ones for our dogs. You can have like a junk bin. Sometimes I have these labeled. It's easier at first to label them, and then once everybody in the house knows what's in them, you can take them off. But obviously keeping them labeled helps when you have guests. I also get asked about our vacuum storage all the time. So the vacuums come with these. All you have to do is hang them. So if you have a vacuum like this, it comes with this to install. We just put them all on the same wall. And then when we were moving into this house, I had an outlet put in here so that it wasn't down low and all of my vacuums could just plug in. So on this side of the room is like our laundry room. We did add shelves here because it was just like a free floating cabinet there. It looked a little different, just bare. So we did like paint the wall and then we used just a chalk pen to make this look like tile, but that's actually just all paint. And like I said, we added the shelves, and then if you want to see inside here, it's nothing like fancy. It's just all my products, but I always have those lined up in there. I like to keep just a cute little basket out for my dryer lint. So if it's like my space and you would see a trash can if it was out and there's really no room, just get a cute little basket like that, and then it kind of hides it. And then also something for your keys and your wallet is really nice to have. So when it goes to time to like leave or you have to run an errand, you're not like, where are my keys? Are they in my purse? Are they in my car? Everything goes right there when we walk in, so we never have to look for it. Next up is the kitchen, which I'm excited about. It's always fun to see inside people's cabinets so you can see what they have, how they organize it, what they keep. So I'm gonna go ahead and open all these cabinets up so we can go through them and you can see how I have everything set up. So we will start across the top. I like to keep all of our cups close to the refrigerator because that's where you're gonna be getting your drinks. So we have all of these. If you're looking for cups, these are my favorite cups ever. I know this is about organizing, but they're just good cups and they don't like break, but they look nice. So I'll link these for you as well. But there's all like our nice drinking glasses. And then my daughter loves having like tumblers and all of that to drink out of. So she has all of her like Starbucks cups here. And then as we move down, here's all of like our plates and bowls. And then this is more like our storage containers and measuring cups. But as you can see, I try to display things that when you open them up, it looks beautiful, because then you'll come in here and it's like a joy to come into your kitchen. It's nice to open up a cabinet. I never want to open up a cabinet and just have like things falling out like at me or not know what's in there, or I'm searching for a certain bowl because I don't know where it's put. It's just nice having everything organized so everybody knows like where things belong, and then they can put them where they need to if they're helping you clean up. Now we're gonna start on the bottom and then we'll go through the drawers, but basically this is all cake stands. I have an obsession for them. This is like serving bowls and platters. Down here It's all of like my pots and pans. This cabinet we rarely get into, but I like having those plates just in case we need them. And then this is my silverware drawer. I love this line from like the Home Edit. They have it just for the silverware and it was perfect. Even if things feel tight, like this is really crammed in here, but I was still able to make it fit. So just because it doesn't fit the first time, you might try really pushing on it and you may be able to get it to work. And then right here is just another storage drawer. I love having containers. You're gonna see containers throughout my entire house. I feel like they just really do help keep you organized if you're gonna go through all that work. This one's a little messy, but it's still organized. We use all that, it functions. And then this is the last drawer for this side. So for my area, it's really normal to have a junk drawer, but I want my junk drawer organized as much as possible. So I love having things in here so I don't have to run out to the garage or different areas. I have like, you know, markers and pens and tape and paper and tons of tools, lighter, batteries. So I love having all the bins in here, and this battery organizer is amazing. I've been talking about it for years. It typically has like a lid that goes over it, but I didn't like it, so I just took it off. But then I can look in here and see how many batteries we have, if I need to order more. It's not just rolling around in a drawer. Plus you can check it over here, like if it's a good battery or if it's bad. Really, really, really nice to have. And then another organizer that I'm obsessed with is this one for coffee. I swear every time we have company over and they make themselves a cup of coffee, they're like, oh my gosh, I have to get one of these. They're inexpensive, but they just make, once again, the experience just really nice getting coffee. Things aren't rolling around and things just look nice and organized. And then down below right here are just all my like small appliances. I do want to get this up higher in our next house, but it still functions. You can see everything we have right here. If anyone needs to find it, they open up this one cabinet and they know exactly what we have. Like I said, I think I'll put this in my pantry in the next house, but it has been nice having this where like everything can be together. Okay, so now we're going to talk about my island storage. Right here, I like to keep paper plates in different sizes just so they're nice and convenient. I called this cabinet like my party cabinet, and it's because I use it most when we're hosting. So back here are all different like party supplies for different holidays. I have leftover containers. This I like to pull out when company's over, so if they need napkins, straws, forks, whatever, it's just all out on the counter. And then for Christmas, I did get Savannah these like Starbucks cups. These are actually really cool. I can link them as well. But like when her friends come over, if they don't want like a real cup, they have those. And then I got like green straws to go with it. So all of that's just down here. And like I said, it's just like my party cabinet. On to the next drawers. This right here is all of like our hot pads and all of that. And then this one is all of like our kitchen towels. So if I have one setting out like this, or if I'm just like drying, these are all the towels. I have them in these clear bins again. I used to have it without this and they just moved around so much. And I love that they can have like a tight fit in here and things stay where it needs to be no matter how many times like I open and close it. And then I can also divide up the rags how I want to. So I really like having those dividers. And then down here, it's just like extra storage containers. Under the sink can be a little tricky, but once you figure it out, you can get a lot of storage out of it. The best tip is try to go vertical. If you just try to go like horizontal, you're gonna lose a lot of space. So these are actually shoe storage that's stacked. So I was able to get some products to go up. As you can see, I have like magic erasers, sponges. I probably need to get more cleaning pods and then refills and different cloths. And then I have all of our containers contained into this bin. I have it labeled. So when we come to put things away, you know exactly where it goes. So I've been so happy with this. I think it's almost been a year since I organized this, and it has just functioned really well for us. And now that you've seen like inside all of the kitchen, here is our pantry. I try to always mention that I used to put everything in clear containers. Like I would take it out of the packaging, put it in, but I felt like it was a lot of work. I felt like personally we wasted a lot of food because we don't eat here a ton. So I finally decided to get bins that I put the food in, but I left it within the container. So like instead of like dumping different things out, I'm trying to think, like I still have these in containers, but like our cereal and like our big bags of chips, I would have like in individual containers. I just don't do that anymore. I've even learned if we grab these snack size bags, we don't waste as many chips. Like we don't open a bag and then don't finish it. So I just try to figure out what works for us. But these clear bins are amazing. I can link those for you. I love these clear trays where you can stack up like all of your canned foods. I have bins all up here. These clear Lazy Susans are nice for like spices and different things. When I'm looking, I can just come in here, and I try not to really put any in the center because you'll forget about it. So those are just like empty containers, but then they're all out here. They're all labeled. Here's like some baking stuff. So just make sure you can see your items. I don't care if it's in your kitchen, your pantry, your closet. If you see it, you're gonna be more likely to use it. If it's like hidden and tucked away and in like baskets that you can't see through, you just forget it's there. It's very like out of sight, out of mind. Now we're gonna head onto the living room, and there's not much to show you in here. I'm gonna go ahead and show you this space just in case you're new here. The only thing I will take you into is this TV stand, just so you can see how I do it. So I have like all of our wires here. I keep all of my candles right there. And then I have like lighters, extra remotes. These are all of our smart plugs. I mainly use those during Christmas to plug in all of our trees and stuff. And then in my recent Amazon video, I showed this like phone charger container. I love having that. So if we ever need to find it. And then this one right here is basically Kleenexes and then all games. So all the family night games, I like to keep them in here because this is where we're gonna play them. So I like to keep it close to the space. And then this last area is our DVD player. This is like our charger, looks like a toaster to charge our phones. So we can take it out, charge them, and when you slide it back in here, it charges itself. I love having that. And then this is how we store all of our DVDs. I used to keep them like in the container, but they take up so much space, and we didn't have it in like our previous houses. So we literally just got this CD case, as you can see, and they're just like all in here. So that is a game changer. I can link one of those for you, just in case you're needing to do that to your DVDs. You will free up so much space if you do that. Definitely recommend. Here is a look at our kitchen too. I never really showed you up close because I was showing you inside everything. I do have a video posted of like where all of this came from. So if you're wanting more details on like the actual home tour of the products inside, you might go check that out because a lot of this is new. My office is back here, so we're gonna go ahead and go talk about that space now. If you'll notice throughout my space, I don't do a lot of like bookshelves or shelves. I'm not into knickknacks. I feel like less is more. I don't want a ton to clean, and the more I have, it just like stresses me out. So I do more of like chairs and wall art. Another tip, I always keep baskets full of blankets, and it just always looks so messy. So recently I came in here and rolled them up. It's just another way to do it. Obviously, if you just want to throw them in the basket, it's fine. But if you want to roll them, it actually is like a cleaner look. And then I think when you have company over, it's just like easier for them to grab. So just to keep that in mind. My closet, I recently cleaned out. I'm doing the best I can to like stage it since we're gonna be putting our house up for sale at some point. And so I just didn't want a ton of junk in here. But normally this is just like crammed full. So this isn't real life. I mean, I got rid of a lot of stuff that I won't be bringing back in. But if you have baskets, just remember you can throw blankets over it. You can put like toys in here and then throw a blanket on it and no one knows. It's a good way to hide anything you have, much less if you have kids and you're trying to like make your house look nice. Maybe you're having adults over and the kids won't be there. So just keep that in mind. You can throw a blanket on it or a pillow and you can hide that and act like it doesn't exist. While we're talking about offices, this is my husband's. Once again, you don't really see bookshelves. You don't see a lot of shelves. There's just stuff on the wall. Up here on the wall, we put all of our favorite places to vacation. So it's like being at home, but getting a little piece of vacation there. So we love that. And then over here, he just has his workstation. So he's got his printer, his calendar. This desk even has like a hidden drawer right there. So if he needs to keep anything. And then anytime you have something like this, there's always an ugly outlet showing. I just try to put like a tall ottoman or like a basket with a blanket and a pillow just to try to elevate it. Same right here. So if I had like a lamp out here, you wouldn't see the cord because the actual like ottomans are covering that part. And then over here is our front closet. I like to keep this empty when I can. Sometimes it's like our dance closet during the dance season if I need to keep things close. But I like to keep something that someone could like set their purse on. A table would probably be better. This is soft, but they could set their purse down. There's extra hangers to hang their like jackets or whatever they're wearing, even if it's a purse. And then I typically like to keep a few extra jackets in here just in case someone shows up and they didn't plan or it got colder than normal. That happens here in Oklahoma, but then they have something else they can put on. Okay, let's talk about our guest bedroom. I try not to keep a ton in here, but I do want it to function well for our guest. So I always have chargers out on both sides. So I have a charger here. I think my daughter's been using it because it's normally up here. So I have one on this side, one on that side. They have all their remotes. And then I also keep like a flashlight. Those are reading glasses, earbuds, so they can listen to whatever. I always have tons of new ones. So I just throw them in there. And then that side looks exactly the same. So I like to keep a phone charger, definitely like remotes, and definitely a flashlight. And then in here, I like to keep towels for them, extra supplies. Okay, this is only because dance is going on right now. So if we had guests coming over, I would move this. But since they're not, I have all her dance stuff right there. But I like to keep like extra warm socks, Kleenexes, razors, toothpaste, toothbrushes, extra pillow covers. I like to keep a mirror out so if they want to get ready in the space. Tons of extra blankets, just kind of stuff like that. Extra hangers, so if they need something, technically they can check here before they have to ask me, because some guests don't like to ask. So I like to just keep as much out as possible. Another tip is a fan. So I have this smaller fan out here, but I do keep a loud fan in that closet. I don't know if I showed it or not, but a lot of guests like the noise from the fan. So I keep this quiet one out, but if they want the loud one, they can grab it. And then like inside these right now, they're all empty. So I kept these in there because they're from Christmas and they smell good. But all of this stuff's like empty. So just because you have a piece doesn't mean you have to fill it up. It can be empty. So I think that's everything in my house. I think we opened up almost all the drawers and cabinets. I forgot about one last space, which is like our powder bathroom. So I wanted to show you in here. We have that same organizer that goes around like the plumbing. And then I like to keep a clear container in here for anything that a guest needs so they can just find it. And then once again, I always keep my cleaners down here as well. So I almost missed that space, but there's not much in there, but that's how I like to keep it. Okay guys, that is it. I hope you enjoyed watching today's video. Definitely share it with someone that you know could benefit from it. And I will have all those links down below in my description box, just in case you saw a gadget or something that I used inside one of my spaces that you need for your home. I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.